Hi everyone, welcome back and Happy New Year to you all. So we've taken a bit of a break over Christmas, as everyone has, and we're back today. So here's our first news of 2021. So I'm going to start with this. This is something really, really cool. It's from a guy called Matt Lundstrom. Yeah, Matt Lundstrom. I'll link his link down the bottom because this is super, super cool. The Meris pedals tend to be quite complicated. They have a lot of secondary features. What he's done is he's created very intuitive faceplates that still keep the original aesthetic, but you can see what happens when you're trying to set up your MIDI and these sort of things, as well as the alternative controls. So what you'll see is in red, that's what happens when you pull the power out, you hold some buttons down, put it on, then you're in setup mode for your MIDI and your lining and that sort of thing. And then everything in white is your alternative control bits and pieces. Normally what you'd have to do is get the instruction manual out and have a look at it, unless you've really familiarized yourself with it. And you go away from it for a couple of weeks, and you come back and you're like, oh God, what does this do? So these faceplates are really, really cool. They're around $20, and they're a special type of film that when you put it on, it sticks to it, but it doesn't leave any gunk. So I think it uses static to stick to it or something along those lines. Really cool, really cool. I'm going to get one of these because I've got an Enzo, and this will come in really, really handy. So I thought I'd give that a nice shot out to you all. Okay. Our friend Josh Scott over at JHS is selling his Klon Centaur. Now, apparently it's the first one ever made, because when the first one was made, he put that aside and said, okay, I'm going to call that number 2. Later on, I'm going to make what I'm going to call number 1, and I'm going to keep that for myself. Okay? So this is called number 2, but it was the first one ever made, and it's been owned by Josh Scott. So he's put it up for sale. Very, very, very tongue-in-cheek. Josh, you're trolling us, we know that. But it's funny because he has said, look, I'm putting it up for $500,000, $500,000. Anyone buys it, he will fly it there himself, and he will have tea and biscuits with you. Great. It's like I say, he's trolling us. It's really, really cool. And if you know anything about Josh, there's no way he wants to sell this. No way at all he wants to sell this. He said, buy it or don't. I don't really care. So it's quite amusing though. Right, let's move on. PRS have a couple of new releases. One of them is really cool, which is a new PRS Silver Sky. It's a limited edition, but it's got flip paint on it. It's only going to be 1,000 of them. Les Paul's even more limited than that. There was only 200 of these. It's called Lunar Ice. It's got the ash fretboard and... not ash... maple fretboard, sorry, and yeah, it looks really, really cool. It's basically a Silver Sky, the John Mayer one, but it's with flip paint on it, so really, really cool. The next guitar they've brought out is also similar to the Silver Sky, and it is Mark Lettieri, the guitarist from Snarky Puppy, and it's basically like a Silver Sky, which is like a Strat, as we all know, but it doesn't have the... well, you can see it here. You haven't got the pick guard on it, so everything's put in from the back, like a Les Paul sort of thing, but it's got a humbucker in the neck as well, 2-point trem on it. Looks really nice. This also has a maple neck on it and fingerboard. So yeah, that looks more along the lines of a PRS than the Silver Sky did. But it doesn't have like a flame top on it. It's a natural top. It looks really nice, actually. It really suits the Snarky Puppy sort of aesthetic. Like this a lot. The pickup, the humbucker is a Fior pickup. Well, they're all Fior pickups. It's a Fior H humbucker. So I don't know that company very well, so I won't say any more on that. But yeah, that's super, super cool. Next out, we have Holyboard. Right, so Holyboard are the makers of these boards, as you can see here, they've made lots of different styles. Some of them that kind of go round in a semicircle. They're very, very cool, very innovative. What they've tried to do here is make it modular, so you can add more bits as you go along. As you can see, they kind of slide into one another, so if you wanted your board to be extended, you could, and you're not really going around the houses to do that. It's a great idea. I've done a little platform for your wah, and they've they have used all over it. They've used zip ties, but that's not necessary. You can use Velcro on these if you want. They've just used zip ties because that's what the holes allow you to do. Yeah, these look really cool. I think this is a great idea. Really, really good idea. Is there any other information? No, that I can see. Probably comes with a gig bag. I know you can get gig bags for these. But yeah, it's a great idea. If we ever get out gigging again, that's a good way of going at it. Now, finally, news for 2021 is early 2021. Of course, Ibanez have created a bunch of new guitars, and my very good friend Emmanuel Noor has been making videos on these, so I'm going to link you to his videos of these down below. But let's go through them because they're a little bit interesting. From what I can tell, all of these models we're about to go through are hardtails. So no trem system, no flooded rows. Very, very different to what you normally get from an Ibanez. They normally come as standard with a Floyd Rose. So they're Axions. I think all of them are Axions. No, they're not. No, but most of them are. Okay, so the first one, let's go through them quickly and I'll bring up the pictures for you. The Axion label RG631ALF in blue chameleon. This has got a Nitro Wizard 5-piece Panga walnut neck, Nataya body in the RG shape, as you can see there, Fisherman Fluence, humbuckers, Massacre, I'm sure it's supposed to say Madagascar, but Massacre ebony fretboard, and it's got the cryogenic jumbo frets on it as well, so cryogenically frozen frets. Then you've got the RGD61ALA Axion label in Midnight Tropical Rainforest. This looks really nice. That's really, really nice. Again, you've got a Nitro Wizard 5-piece Panga walnut neck. It's an ash body on this. Fisherman Fluence modern pickups and monorail bridge. So it's a slightly different type of bridge, but it is still a hardtail. Then we've got the RGA42HPQM. This has got an Atoya body with quilted maple top. It does look like you're looking down at the beach again. They've done similar guitars to this last year. Wizard free roasted maple neck. Oh yes, it has. That's nice. Jotoa fingerboard. Damasio Fusion Edge pickups and an F106 bridge. Again, hardtail. We've got the RGD71ALPA Axion label in charcoal burst. It looks like it's a sported top on it, and this is a 7-string Nitro Wizard 7 Panga neck, Panga ash and a Atoya body with popular burr top, 24 jumbo Sub-Zero treated frets again. And this has got bare knuckle aftermath 7 pickups, and they are coloured as well, so they look like they're sported. And again, you've got the monorail bridge. And then lastly, we have the RGD 7521PB in deep seafloor fade flat. Where do they get these names? Right, this is another 7-string. Damasio paths in it, so there's 7-string Damasio PAFs, Nataya body with popular bell top, Wizard 2 7 roasted maple neck, Jatoba fretboard, and the standard 2 7 bridge, which is a hardtail as well. As we've said, every single one is hardtail, so I don't know why I kept repeating that. That is this week's news. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week where we go over hopefully a bit more pedal news, but it's slow at the start of the year. What can I say? I will see you soon. Bye.